Hi guys, I'm going to be doing a review of Carrie by Stephen King today. I haven't done one of these reviews in ages, sorry for the big break. I just had a lot going on with exams and school and, so yeah, that sort of thing. I read this book actually a long time ago because I haven't really had time to read books. I'm actually on casual vacancy right now and that review might be up very soon. So I read this book about a year or two ago, and it was actually after I watched the film, and I probably had to say I preferred the film better, but I loved this book. This book was great, it was amazing. It kind of made you feel sorry for the character, but also made you feel very hateful towards her, how she just killed everyone. But I think she's a bit disconnected with certain things, and I think she kind of gets that from her mother, because her mother is a very strong-willed character who is very determined to essentially make her daughter follow her path and learn from her mistakes so she doesn't make the same, but it comes out the wrong way. Her mum is deluded, she is obviously ill, and it's not really sorted out how affected her mother is. Like, there's obviously something wrong with her, but it's never really figured out. Like, it's not written in black and white that she actually is mentally ill, but it does give off a few things, and that's kind of, I think that's kind of half the reason why Carrie was like she was, and I kind of feel sorry for her in that way, how she felt like she couldn't escape it and she had to do this. If you haven't read the book, then it's probably best not to watch this because this is a spoiler. But the only thing that really ruined it for me was the reports, how it would switch to a newspaper report to kind of tell us what happened next, and it wasn't very helpful at all, especially when they cut off probably the most famous bit at the prom where she kills everyone. I never really thought that was a smart move because it kind of replaced the whole thing with a newspaper article, and I didn't really get it. I just thought, why can't you just tell us what happened instead? Like, but it still was smart how he kind of let us still figure out what happened. But I think, not watching the film and reading a book, I would probably just thought she killed everyone. I wouldn't have known I would have known she set fire to the hall and killed everyone, but I wouldn't have known, literally how she did it. But it was still very, very good book. And especially for, I think if someone wants to begin a Stephen King novel, this is a very quick, easy start to reading Stephen King. It was probably the less mind yeah, it was probably just the most easiest read, put it that way. It was, I don't know, it was just good. It was probably not the best he's written, but still one of the most famous and still one of the most epic books. But there's still plenty of better Stephen King books out there. So I think this is probably 5 out of 5. I would probably take it down to 4, but what kind of gave it the 5 was the fact that it was Stephen King, and he is probably the king of writing horror stories. So yeah, I'll give this book 5 out of 5, and join me for my next review, and I'll have it up probably by next week. Thank you. and subscribe.